watching the best players in the world go at it at the Bay 101 Shooting Star event. I'm Vince Van Patten with Mike Sexton, where 5 players remain, and the winner's going to take home the $1.2 million first prize. Miracle dust could be in the air. Our local Ravi Udikumar is now our chip leader. He's not a professional. He's just a guy, a regular guy with game. It's on him, Ravi. This time looking down at 6-3 of hearts. Can't play this one.
Over to the Frenchman now, Fabrice Soulier, who looks down at a nice hand. He's got ace-queen. Let's see how he's going to play it.
Getting whittled away. He's down into the 5s right now. Not too many chips.
Well, play may change.
Well, he's going to raise it. Makes it 59,000 to go.
What is that? How much?
So he's raised it 35,000.
Yes, he does. Next man to beat. His old nemesis, Nam Lee. Throws away a king 7.
What was it last time on my big blind? What, 56?
Danny
58?
Smith with Dolly Parton 9-5 goes out, and now David Williams also with a big hand. He has the same hand, ace queen, in the big blind.
Well, he's seen Fabrice play very aggressively here today, so he's coming over the top with his ace queen.
Oh yeah.
He makes it a cool $250,000 to go here.
A lot of pushing here. Right back into Fabrice.
Well, Fabrice has only got about $500,000 left. So you'd think that if he's going to make this call, he may just go ahead and push the rest of his chips out there.
Might fold if you move in.
But if you're sitting in Fabrice's seat, you're scared to death your opponent might have an ace-king. Even if he had a pair, do you really want to race for all your money here?
Big laydown. Big laydown.
Fabrice says a big laydown, meaning he's going to throw this hand away, I guess.
Going to throw the jambon sandwich away here.
Well, he shows the ace-queen. Notice David did not show his cards.
Here, use this one. Use this one.
Well, now he shows it.
He's being a good sport.
Well, he said, Monsieur, you show me your cards, I'll show you mine.
Kitty game's down the street.
Oh, man. You see, now when you can trash talk like that, that makes you more money.
Oh, you got to like it.
Well, Mike, as you know, the success of the WPT Tour has given rise to many poker superstars.
Oh, you're right, Vince. And as our own Courtney Friel found out, for some of those players, the fans have become a big part of the game. That's all in this week's WPT Academy.
Some folks will travel any distance to see their local football team or baseball team play an away game. So when the WPT rolls into town, it's no surprise that we're starting to see our own legions of fans.
I feel like Ben Affleck when I walk up here. I mean, I pull up to the front door and there's mobs of people with paper in their hands, and pens and cameras. They want photographs, autographs.
Our hero. Picture. Thank you. They're really nice. It's really fun. They're very supportive.
Thanks so much. You're great.
And it reminds you that people out there watching the World Poker Tour, and that there's a huge, huge fan base for poker.
I took this week off work, and I'm down here to see the World Poker Tour, to see all the stars and all the action.
There you go. Thank you.
I saw David Williams. I saw Doyle Brunson.
Lane Flack, Daniel Negreanu.
John Jawanda.
Gaz Hansen.
I like the Unabomber. My personal favorite is Action Dan Harrington.
It's an exhilarating experience. It's nice having people cheer for you when you win a hand.
When everyone's kind of watching you, it just makes you want to play your best.
I don't have tickets yet for the final table. I was kind of hoping I could get some.
It's the toughest ticket in town.
So I jumped up and I waved my arms as loud as I could. And I got tickets. Yay!
Well, I tell you gotta love the poker fans. By the way, a poker fan is really just a poker player that went broke.
They love their poker up here in San Jose. They line up for hours here to watch this Shooting Star final table. And amazingly, 2 local guys that play in this club still in this tournament, this final table, one of whom is the chip leader.
Let's take a look at the WPT Cam brought to you by Budweiser. The Frenchman's got a 9-5 Dolly Parton.
He lays it down.
And now Nam Lee with Queen 8 of spades, getting chips out.
Yep, he's going to fire at this pot, bet 65,000.
A very quiet Danny Smith goes out with King 7, and now David Williams in the small blind. He's got a big hand, Ace 10 of clubs.
Yep, he quickly makes the call.
Ravi goes out with 8-4, so two-way action between these two. Ace 10 versus Queen 8.
Here comes the flop. Now the flop is King 9 deuce. No help to either player.
And David quickly checked it. Right back on Nam. Nam hitting nothing as well.
And Nam is going to bet here $55,000.
With no hesitation, David quickly calling this.
Well, he could backdoor a flush here or hit an ace or something, but a gambling style call here by David Williams. Let's see what develops.
Here we go with the turn card. It's a jack of diamonds.
That gives David a gut shot straight draw. He checks. And notice Nam Lee also has a gut shot straight draw, but it doesn't look like he's checking, Vince. He is betting. He is doing it. He's pulled the trigger here for $65,000.
He's going for 2 bluffs in a row, and he gets quickly called by David.
What a call by David here. Off to the river we go. The board pairs kings.
David checking again.
Well, he has the best hand with ace high. And Nam Lee fire another shell out to this pot.
Oh, he is going for the hat trick. A double-fisted bet of $315,000.
You're right, Vince. It's the heavy artillery shells here.
That could make David choke on that toothpick there.
Well, David Williams only has an ace high here. His opponent raised before the flop. He bet on the flop. He bet on the turn. And now he opened the artillery up here on the river. Could David possibly make this call with ace high and win this pot? He just senses that his opponent is bluffing.
It would be a ridiculously great call.
And Vince, you can see he wants to make it. He's even taking his glasses off. You can take the glasses on or off, but when you're staring down at Nam Lee, I can tell you, folks, you get nothing out of this guy. Perhaps he's put his opponent on a flush draw here, something that didn't develop.
Was it the fact that Nam kept betting so fast? Well, finally, he lays down the hand. Just too much pressure.
Wow. Chalk one up for Nam Lee there. The guy raised before the flop, he got called. He had nothing on the flop. He bet, he got called again.
Why'd you let me draw so cheap?
He bet on the turn, he got called again, and he fired again at the river.
We're friends, right?
You know, Stu Unger once told me a lot of guys will bluff at a pot. Some will even fire 2 shells, but there's not many guys who will fire 3 shells. We just saw Nam Lee do it right there. Salute this guy, folks. He is a real poker player.
I did knock out Phil Laak. My buddy Phil Laak. This was fun, you know. He was a great player.
Is that gonna be the right size? Because I want you to wear this every day.
The T-shirt I got from Phil Laak, maybe I'm going to frame it and put it in the house.
Welcome back to the Bay 101 Shooting Star. I'm Vince Van Patten, alongside my friend Mike Sexton. 5 players still remaining. Our chip leader at this point is the local Ravi, close to $1.9 million.
And the 2 short stacks right now are Fabrice Soulier and Danny Smith.
Who's going to be the newest millionaire on the WPT? Action on Nam Lee.
Nam Lee just firing shell after shell on that last pot, bluffing the pot and taking it away from David Williams.
Stacking up chips, looking around at a 4-3.
Going to throw it away and go back to stacking chips.
Danny Smith still not playing.
Well, he's still not catching any cards either in his defense.
David Williams with the button. He's got Queen Jack. He's got money, and he's betting.
Yep, he's going to raise it. Makes it $75,000 to go.
Into Ravi. Now, Ravi
quickly calls with the King Deuce of Hearts. Starting to gamble a little more with the chip lead. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Fabrice going out, so 2-way action. Here's the flop.
Well, the flop is Queen 6-3. David Williams flopping top pair. Ravi flopping a flush draw and checking.
He's 4 flush checking, and David popping out with $200,000.
Yeah, he is not fooling around here. It's a $200,000 bet. And quickly called by Ravi.
Crowd loving this. They're Ravi, hometown hero.
David knows he called a raise before the flop. He calls a bet on the flop. And now a 3rd heart comes on the board.
He's got the flush, and he checks it.
It's quickly gone check, check here. What a nice check by David Williams on the turn there.
Here's the river. It's an ace.
Ravi reaching for chips. And he's going to bet $200,000.
So sick.
This is the same scenario we saw a while back when Ravi made a straight on the river and bet $200,000. David Williams paid him off there with an overpair.
Well, David's thinking to himself, is this guy capable of bluffing? If so, I have the winner, but I haven't seen him do it so far tonight. Got to know your player.
Well, let's see if he learned his lesson from last time. Remember, last time he paid off the $200,000 bet on the river. Here he's going to show the queen and lay it down, Vince. So a good lay down by David Williams and a really good check by him on the turn there.
Hey,
Robbie going to show him just the king, but look at this. David wants to see both cards.
Well, there's a rule in poker. If you show one card, you must show them both. David Williams picking up on that quickly.
And he clenches his fist. He's so happy he made that lay down. Very shrewdly, he knows the little nuances of the poker rules. The guy shows you one card of the table. You have to see both. David quickly moving to that, saying, I want to see both.
Might as well call 75,000 with the king deuce of hearts.
So Ravi on a little roll right now. He has crossed the $2 million chip mark. First time that anybody's done that. He is our chip leader.
And he's got the magic Bay 101 dust floating around him. The non-pro is in control right now. Back down on the table, Mike. Danny Smith now looking down at Jack 9 of diamonds.
Well, he's sort of been a non-entity so far today, Vince. Hadn't called any cards.
David Williams with Woolworths 5 and 10 goes out.
Over to Ravi. He picks up a strong hand on the button here, an ace-queen, and he comes in for 60,000.
Now it's on Fabrice in the small blind. He's got a lousy-looking 8-3 offsuit.
Vince, what is he doing here? He's reaching for chips. Can you believe he's going to come over the top?
Oh, man.
With the second worst starting hand you can have and hold him.
He is going to try to push these guys around. Nam quickly folding back on Ravi.
Come on, Lee.
Oh.
He's going all in.
2 words Fabrice just didn't want to hear.
Well, Vince, you got to admire the heart of Fabrice for making a play like this, but you got to question it when he's on the short stack and he's going up against the chip leader.
Why, I never lost this hand today.
Then try now. What is it, try now? Robbie's so awesome.
2 nines versus 2 8s. Well, I tried.
He elects to play another hand.
He tried his right, and it didn't work. Some players might question the play there, especially when you're on the short stack going up against a chip leader. But Vince, he's got a lot of heart.
But right now, he is down to his last croissant. He has about 287,000 left.
No, everything going Ravi's way right now at this final table. Meantime, the action's going to be on David Williams here. He looks down at Jack 10 of spade.
Can you see my hand?
No.
Okay.
He has been very active as of late, and here he goes again.
You're right. He comes in for 70,000 here.
Ravi laying down his 10-8, and now Fabrice, our Frenchman, he's got a pair of deuces here with the button.
Well, he's got the 2 ducks. Now, it's the kind of hand that if you're going to move at the pot, you want to be the first one to bet at it normally.
I'm all in.
He's going all in anyway. The Frenchman going for it right here.
Nam quickly folding his hand. Danny out, and now back to David. Is this enough money to knock out David?
I can tell you exactly.
Yeah, it's going to cost him over 200,000 more to call.
I'm sure Fabrice would just like to take the pot right now.
Well, he would love to take it right now, and he doesn't care what David's got. He knows the very best situation he can be in is a race. David's going to have at least 2 overcards.
No, 290 total.
Oh, wow. I'm probably going to call.
Oh, boy.
It's 175, 180 more.
They'll call me a donkey. 180 more?
No, wait.
It's getting better by the moment.
Well, unfortunately for David Williams, Nam Lee threw a Jack 10 away, Danny Smith threw a Jack away, and Ravi threw a 10 away. So a lot of the cards he needs are already in the muck.
It's getting better.
I give you a discount.
David looking very optimistic, like it's a bargain, but you don't want to double up the talent of Fabrice, that's for sure.
Little does he know, he's in about as good a shape as he could be in right here.
Whee! Gamble!
Well, he's getting 2 to 1 odds on his money, Vance. About.
Did I catch you?
You got a pair?
Hell no! You have a pair? Please be deuces.
Oh, he called the hand.
You're sick.
What a call by David Williams.
You're a psycho.
A horse race about to begin. Stay tuned. We're going to see the conclusion in just a moment on the World Poker Tour. Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. The Frenchman has gone all in with the deuces, and David Williams making the call with Jack 10 of spades. Here comes the flop.
Well, the flop is 9-7-4. So far, so good for the Frenchman. Right now, David Williams looking for a Jack or a 10 or an 8 to make a straight, which would give him the nuts. It's over. Look at David Williams. He has done it. He made the tough call. He got lucky. Wins the pot. And Fabrice Soulier is going to be our 5th place finisher.
That's going to wrap it up for the former director, Adam Paris. I'm sure we're going to see him again at a WPT final table.
There is no doubt we're going to see him again. This guy has got tremendous creativity at the poker table, a great poker